The session is about the mind manipulation so that we exactly know how it's work and how we save ourselves from this manipulation and what are the foundations for the manipulation so that we work on it and we keep the remote of control with ourselves so that we remain in our control. We think for ourselves. That is the main purpose of this session. Here, one thing that they exactly know that the mind which are responsible for the decision, that is the unconscious mind, the subconscious mind, which a decision making mind, and that mind is the connected with the fear, connected with the emotions, and they work on both fear and emotions. They present the things that is connected to the survival. They present the thing that connected with the emotions, and that manipulation lead us toward the one thing that we buy those which we not need, which are not our need, but we buy those things and we lead toward the consumerism, and consumerism is the new normal, and we consider it the thing which make us a dominant, a social dominant, and that is again connected with the serotonin, so that we feel the social dominance and not looking to the long term effects which always connected with the minimalism. Minimalism is the thing which gave us a light asset model, which is the basic foundation to remain in light asset. But here they work on it and they manipulate us, and they develop such messages in which most are subliminal messages. We are not awareing of those messages, and that those messages they use mostly for those things which not empowering us, not improve us, but we are not knowing that we are remain on the screen. And now they have the multi-dimensional approaches to cover our subconscious, so that we have no time for thinking for ourselves. We are only busy being busy in those things which destroy our energy, our time, and we have no time to think critically, to think for ourselves. And that is the basic foundation to take control of our time, to take control of our life. And they know that that control is mostly connected with the subconscious mind, so they exactly work on the PRP, that is again the propaganda, the public relation and propaganda firms. Wilson is the president which give us the three gifts, and that gifts almost destroy the whole humanity, and that are interconnected. One is the Federal Reserve, the other is the income tax, and the third one is PRP. And PRP is again public relation and propaganda firm. He hire two main pillars, two key players, and that key players, one is Edward Bernays and the other is Walter Lippmann. Edward Bernays is the nephew of Sigmund Freud, which work a lot which spend most of its entire life on exploring the subconscious. And the Edward Bernays, which make a strong team with Walter Lippmann, who we know by the name of the father of journalism. So the father of journalism and the father of propaganda, they make the entire model to control the perception, to control the thinking, to control the mind, so that we remain in a trap, we remain in a deception, and we only have the decision for what they want to be decide. And that is the main reason that they both work for the manufacture of consent, so that we remain in a consent which we think that it is our, but it is not ours. It is the consent, the engineering of consent for them. And that is again the purpose of the session, to remain aware of it, to know the real learning, so that we remain on the right side, and we uh, save ourselves from the manipulation.